Welcome back to Forest Finds, everybody. I'm Ivan, and today we're just going to do a real short review on this Spyderco Military 2 fully serrated blade, and kind of my impressions. I've been using this for got to be 4, 5, 6 months. I'd have to look at the exact month when I bought it, but so far I've been very impressed with it. So a little bit of background for the choice of this knife. With the kind of work that I do, there's a lot of silt, rock crushing and that kind of thing, but we also have a recycle aspect to the work, so we end up with a lot of interesting things stuck in screens, a lot of this felt like material covered in, you know, rocks and little bits of sand, rubber, wire, you know, filled with copper, and this stuff gets stuck in screens and belts and bearings and, you know, all sorts of locations. And I found that using a knife like this, I believe it's a Delica that I've had for a long time, with just a plain edged blade, you know, you find yourself cutting into stuff and really having to try to swipe at it. The grit and stuff gets the blade dull quickly. You can do damage to it, and I found that I was fighting getting this stuff out of the screens, especially when I needed to, and I needed to do that kind of stuff pretty fast. So I thought, let's go with the serrations. So got a bigger knife, something I can actually get a hold of. And I found that the serrations give me a lot of cutting power, especially through the fibrous materials, and it's more forgiving for blade damage. Also, it being in an S30V, where the Delica is in a VG10, I found that the edge retention on this has been excellent, and the finish on the blade, I keep it a little bit oiled here and there, but the finish that they put on the blade, it seems to be lasting really well. And this G10 grip gives you a ton of actual purchase on the knife, and it's also big enough if you have larger hands that you can actually get a full grip to really get after stuff with it. And then I found that I keep breaking the actual normal clips that come on these things. They get caught on seat belts, getting out of different pieces of equipment, stupid stuff. You're hopping down off a piece of equipment, it catches on the side of something, busts it off. Well, I found that this Lynch individual has a lifetime warranty on clips. So I got a titanium clip from him, and I have not damaged it at all. So I'll show you guys how in a second how it fits in the pocket, because this is kind of a deep carry version. It actually makes a large knife like this hide pretty good, stay out of your way, and I've been very happy with it. So I'll just kind of see if I can maybe show with my foot. I'll grip on to some of this stuff. Okay guys, here is that silty, I literally just pulled it out from our crushing operation. This fiber, this kind of felted stuff that they lay down. But if this was really bounded up on something and I needed to cut through it, I find that those serrations help. Oh, I'm out of screen here. Those serrations help with cutting through the fiber, and makes pretty short work of this felted material. So, and after you're done, it doesn't really matter if there's a little this or a little that on the blade, a little bit of damage, it cuts straight through it. Here's some of that rubber, cuts it easy. This stuff can be a little bit more challenging since it has copper in the middle, but here's some copper. Cut it with just a little bit of you know, a little bit of juice to the knife. Cut it straight through. So for actual cutting tasks on kind of lousy material, I find it works really good. And I also found that with this, let's say, a gloved hand, you can easily still use the spider hole and reach this back lock and it drops, or you could even just flick it out with the back lock if you so desired. So gloved hands, this gives you enough room to still get a good grip on the knife, and the way that Spyderco has it designed, you can actually use it in an actual working construction setting. So I'll show you guys the clip real quick in the pocket, and then I'll let you go. I thought I would show you guys real quick some up close. I'm not seeing any substantial damage at all to the teeth, and this is after I did those cutting tests, and this is after months of using this for that kind of hard cutting tasks. There might be something little here or there that you guys can see, but as far as I can tell, that S30V steel blade is very tough. Okay, so here's that Casey Lynch. I think he's calling it a long Spyderco clip, and you'll see that you can't even see how big the knife is at all in the pocket until it comes out, and then you can work, and you can also get it pulled out of your pocket. And I got these are pretty heavy duty thick gloves. All you gotta do is reach in, you got it, and the knife's ready to rock and roll. So I really like it. It's working out great for me. Okay guys, I know that they're a little bit expensive, but I've really liked this Spyderco. I think that it's a little better than the versions, the more cheaper versions with the just regular back lock on it. I've worn out, I had an Endura that the blade play and everything started getting really loose. That Delica I have also really loose, with a ton of openings and closings, especially in a gritty environment. But I have had zero problems. There's zero wiggle, zero problems with this. I'm not sure what Spyderco's calling it, but this lock that you see on the military and the paramilitary, at least, probably some other models. So still falls freely. It's but then locks up as tight as anything. And for guys that are doing specific kinds of work, or gals that are doing specific kinds of work, you can really get some cutting ability with this knife and some longevity on the edge with this serrations. I do have a Spyderco sharp maker to try to touch up the serrations. I've had pretty good luck with it without being particularly skilled at sharpening. So it's much more forgiving with something like this. So anyways guys, I'll let you go. Thanks for watching. I've been Ivan. This has been Fourth Firearms.